I'm moving too fast. It's just I'm moving
You're
before he
moving
even
way
gets
too
a chance to
fast.
talk. I know. Now we have a working room though, so hopefully people get those notifications. Because I was
Yes.
also wondering, I was like, how come we only have like 0 people in the chat? We usually have at least 10. What the hell's going
Hmm.
on right now? At least like at the beginning, we have at least 10. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no Say Wong, there's no DeLongs, we don't have our regulars in here. What the hell is going on?
Well, that's probably because I'm here. I apologize.
No, you know what? There was something had to be wrong with the room, mainly because when I went to come back, I went to go check YouTube because I was like, at least I can go in the YouTube chat and say, hey, something's wrong, and it said that everything was down, and I was like,
Hmm.
okay, so something
Mhm.
happened. When I guess when my internet went down, it decided to cut everything off. Look, we're already getting viewers right now. Okay, there we go. Let's get to this conversation.
All right.
Yeah. So Will, we were talking about like you being DP and editing everything yourself just to make it work. So what kind of been of your influences as a filmmaker growing up and what with what you're doing now?
Well, I really didn't have any influences growing up because I always thought being a filmmaker was out of reach.
Mm.
When I would see it, when I see stuff on television, when I was younger, I was like, wow, I wonder how they made that. And that just be it. And then one day when I was in high school, the end of my freshman year, a teacher pushed this television in the class, in the English classroom. I said, we're about to watch some boring English videos. So then she turned it on, and it was like a music video, like something I never, something that I would use, that you would see a big production company make. And I was like, whoa, man, they must be coming to the school. I wonder when they come in here. They must be performing. And she's like, you want to learn how to make stuff like that? I'm like, what's she talking about? Sign up for my class. You made that here? Can I sign up today? And that's how it became a thing for me. It was, I thought it was always out of reach, and it's like being in the right place at the right time.
Hmm.
I was in the right place at the right time because had she not come to that class and showed me that video, we would not be sitting here talking right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, it really is. And you're building your own lane in the indie world with really like this shouldn't work, but it worked. And what was kind of like your big moment with filmmaking? That's like I can't believe I was able to pull this off.
Well, um, you know what? Making a movie is easy. Well, now I take that back. It's not easy because you got to deal with a whole bunch of stuff. But creating a movie and being happy that it's over with and done, that's one thing. So my second feature film, which was Sex Ain't Love, I met with Lena Waite at my old college. Our old teacher told us he wanted us to come down to the school to talk to the students. So when we came down to talk to the students, uh, she was helping produce Dear White People. I had Sex Ain't Love coming out,
Hmm.
and I think it was a Tuesday, and I'm looking at the tickets. I'm like, man, we're not close to selling out or nothing like that. That was like Tuesday. That was Tuesday. That was Monday morning. I'm sorry. So then Tuesday, we were sold out. I was just shocked. Like it went from 50% of tickets sold to Tuesday, everything sold out. So that was I can't believe I sold the theater out. And then
Yeah.
the next day at another theater, I sold that theater out too.
Wow.
They usually say the first theater, I mean, first, not the first theater, but the first time is luck. Second time, what do you call the second time? So that was I can't believe I did it moment.
Hmm.
Because I'm like, man, people really want to see this movie and did not know that somebody would want to see something I created.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like especially in Chicago, we just don't think Chicago as a film city, right? It's New York or L.A.
We're the third largest in the market.
I know, but it's just most people don't think about it. I think they just
Yeah,
don't
you're not
realize things.
immediately thinking
Yeah.
Chicago right off the top of their head, top of your head.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the studios are because they get a huge tax credit here.
Yeah.
That's why we're the
oh, there's
third
that.
largest, and that's why we're the third largest. It's L.A., New York, then us, then everybody else.
Yeah. I get that. That's true. But like people don't say, I'm moving to Chicago to make films. They go, we're
Oh
moving
no,
to
no, no,
LA.
nobody's doing that. No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Like Common saying he wanted to buy some land to to create a studio,
Hmm.
but you know, we have center space, but
Yeah, and Common got bit by that bug like hard. As soon as he started being in movies, he was just like, "Yep, no, I'm doing this."
Right. I mean, because you think about it, with him, when he as a rapper, you got to wait till you sell your album to make money.
Right.
As a film, as a movie star, as soon as you finish shooting your scenes, you get your check. It's a big difference.
Right.
You know, I'm shocked that a lot of musicians don't become musicians first, and then, all right, well, I'm about to be an actor, you know, so I can get paid today instead of next year.
Yeah.
So
it also helped that he's a good actor. So it's like,
what are you doing over there?
Building Lego, man.
So I just inspired you to like.
That's what he does. He builds Lego, so no one has to see his face.
Exactly. That's the gimmick of the shows. We're doing an interview while I'm building Lego.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not boring.
No, you're not boring at all, man. You're not boring at all.
No.
I also wrote the interview, so I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you think, Will, is the kind of the biggest myth that you think that people have about indie film making?
I don't know if they. Well, you know what? When this is toward filmmakers, though, they feel like they don't need experience. They can't take criticism. They don't need anyone. I learned early on that I can't do it all by myself. So I got a team. You know, when you're trying to do everything yourself, you either go crazy or you lose friends. But people think it's easy. They see what I did and they're like, he made a movie, I can make a movie. I gave somebody a script. I call it the male enhancement script. And when I gave him this script, his shooting wasn't great, but the script held up. And it made him look like he knew what he was doing when he was shooting it. Now he showed it to me. I told him to change a few things and add whatever, and he didn't. He added what I told him to add. No, he changed a few things, but he didn't add what I told him to add. And it didn't pop like it could have popped. Then he made something called, I forget, it was something dealing with the Popeye's chicken sandwich. And it was trash. And he sent it to me. And he said, what do you think? I said, who wrote it? Oh, no, we like improv. I said, why? You need to write. You can't improv. Unless you know how, have you ever taken an improv class? I said, well, no. Well, you can't improv then.
Right.
You can't, because improv is not making up stuff on the spot. It sounds like it is, but it's not. So, you know, when you say what's the biggest myth about filmmaking, that people think it's easy for independent filmmakers, and they also, as an indie filmmaker themselves, don't take criticism well. And they think that they know what they're doing, and the myth is they think they know what they're doing, but the truth and the reality is they don't.
Right.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of work, especially when you talk about, you have your couple hour shoot days, not 12 hours, and that shows your prep is solid because you're able to do it in your time frame. 12 hours is, I've done 14 or 16 hours just because we have during the day, and then we had to do night shoots, so we were doing multiple days worth of stuff in a single day just because we're weekend warriors. We have to do, like, okay, we have 2 nights this weekend, try to get as many night film shots as we can. Hopefully
so
we get it all.
You're exhausted on Monday and the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing that. So what I would do is, because I would try to shoot as many scenes as I can in one day, and then I'm realizing how tired I am from breaking down the equipment and then taking it to another location and then setting it back up again. And now this light don't work anymore because somebody dropped it or whatever. So it's just, one shoot per day. That's it. Well, I mean, one scene per day. That's it. And you can cruise.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you said weekend warriors. Whenever we can, if you're available on a Tuesday, we'll make it happen. If you're available on Monday, make it happen. Wednesday, make it happen.
Yeah. I like that. I really do. It's, with what I do, we do weekend warrior stuff just because there's 3 of us that are the main people of the production team, and we're a couple states apart from each other. So we have to try to do these long weekends just to do what we can. Now, in June of last year, we went to Connecticut and shot for 8 days. And that was a lot of work just because we're shooting at night, we're shooting in the woods. We are literally in bear country. We hear wolves howling, stuff like that, and then it's raining. I go, great, So one night is all rain. We go, can't use this night. So those were probably for each day. We got done about 3 a.m. and
Whoa.
got back to the Airbnb and just get up 7 hours later just to do it again.
Yeah, no, that's nuts.
Well, I just say I'm not the best filmmaker out there, but I'm the most efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I meet everybody for the first time, I say this to them: I only need one good take. I don't need 40 good takes. One good take, and I don't want to see you for 12 hours. I definitely know you don't want to see me for 12 hours. And when they think of it, they was like, yeah. And then when we finished shooting, they was like, well, I brought a lunch. You can have your lunch if you want to on your way out the door because we leaving. We got to clean up. We striking. We getting the set together so we can, getting the equipment together so we can just bail out. We don't want to be here. We done. Once we're done, we're done. There's no, because when I say strike, everybody stop doing what they're doing and start breaking the equipment down. They trying to talk to us like, yeah, we putting stuff away. We not hanging out. None of that.
Right.
None of that. That's dead. So
yeah, I like that.
That's how life is on a set with me. But you have to map your days out. So Tubi movie took about 6 or 7 months to shoot. Sex Ain't Love took 13 days to shoot. Yeah, 13 days.
Yeah.
So it's different. But Sex Ain't Love is a summertime movie, but Tubi movie. So the difference between Sex Ain't Love and Tubi movie is I have a formula. Formula is write a script, lock your locations in, dates and times, grab your actors. The reason why you do that because as soon as you show an actor a script, they say, when are you shooting this? And if you say, I'll let you know, and I'll let you know is April 17th. It's like, yeah, we're shooting April 17th. Oh man, I'm booked now. I got something going on. They want to hear a date so they can put it on their calendar.
Right.
So I learned that, and you keep that consistent. So Sex and Love was set up like that. So if you were perfect for the role in Sex and Love, and I'm like, okay, can you do it on May 9th? And you was like, well, no, I can't do it. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. All right, next movie, cool. Then I'll call somebody else. Can you do May 9th? Yep, got them. And they locked. So now with Tubi movie, it was different because everybody in the movie, I knew everybody in the movie, and I wanted these people for this part, and I had to work around their schedule. That's why it took so long to get creative.
Yeah, that schedule is rough. Phil knows the story. We had an actress not show up for one of our movies a couple of years ago, and the director was at my house. He's like, yeah, so our actor who's the killer couldn't come down, so you're gonna play the killer in this scene. I go, okay. And would your wife be willing to be one of the victims? I go, let me go ask her. She goes, what do I get? I go, I'll buy you some Halloween decorations. She goes, okay. So she got paid more to be in the movie than me as co-writer, director, assistant director, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, so I got to kill my wife in our movie just because circumstances of, as you said, actors not being able to come.
Yeah.
And he has the distinct pleasure of saying that he killed his wife in the movie.
I heard it in his voice. I heard it in his voice. Like, oh, I hope she's not watching. It's all in fun. It's all in fun.
She doesn't watch our show.
No, she won't watch the movie she's in either, just because she's the one to see her. She's not an actor, and when we met in high school and she was doing in theater, she was doing like lights and sound. I was writing, directing, acting, so I learned all that stuff and how to do that. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to, hit you over the head with this hammer and make it look like I'm hitting you multiple times. It'll be hidden behind the counter, so, it'll be fine. So, but I want to get into Tubi movie and give us
so
your
good.
No, call it what it's really called. Tubi movie. Just like TUBI. But it's for law purposes, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was kind of your what's the elevator pitch for Tubi movie? What came? How did it come to be?
You want me to give you an elevator pitch or tell you how it came to be? Which one?
Both. Elevator pitch first, though.
Elevator pitch. Okay, we're on elevator. Oh, how you doing? All right, I got this great movie. You know how everybody's focused on posting bad movies online, and they name them Tubi movies. Yeah, I want to make a self-aware movie where the actors break character and complain about the same thing the viewers complain about, so they can laugh with us instead of at us.
So good.
Budget? Okay, cool. Well, but that's the inspiration behind the movie anyway. So I kept seeing them online, and then at first I was thinking about making a movie myself like that. I said, all they're gonna do is cut my movie up and then put it online. I said, oh no, they're not gonna do me like that. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'll make a self-aware movie where the actors break character and complain about the same things that you would complain about. Because I'm guessing when you saw the trailer, you was like, there's a guy with a microphone. And then as soon as you said it to yourself, Damon says, you see that guy with the microphone? And then you pause and say, oh my, he said the same thing. He see the stuff I see. So it's like you're in on the joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we laugh together instead of you laughing at us, because the stuff that people post online, they're all laughing at the filmmaker, and you never know the names of the movies that they're talking about. They just dub them Tubi movies.
Yeah.
That's the real bad thing about it. So in my movie, there's nothing that resembles anything that's out there, and that's done on purpose, because I don't want any of them, the people that make these bad movies or the movies that people are making fun of. I'm sorry, the ones that they're making fun of, thinking I'm making fun of them. I'm not making fun of them.
You're making fun of the content more than anything.
Pretty much the content that everybody's been promoting and posting for the past 5 years. This is the movie that everybody has been posting about that they didn't know they want to see. They've been promoting this movie for 5 years. They didn't know they want to see it. They did not know they wanted to see it, and now it's out, and they're like, Tubi doobie doing that. And I said, Tubi doobie doing it.
Well, it gives you the ability to be very meta in the film too, right?
Yeah,
you're breaking character. You're saying exactly what the audience is thinking. You know, I just in my head, because I just watched it today. You know, them carrying around brooms, let's say, instead of
the
guns.
Yeah.
You know what? So when that scene comes up, I was already like, okay, that's meta, that's funny, whatever. But then when he does the pew pew, and you see the hand come on screen and hit the cup, and he thinks it's real. I'm like, yo, it had me dying. And then the other dude comes in with the real gun, like, yo, these are brooms. Like, no, the real guns. Like, but they're brooms. Like,
right. So you got all of that going on, and the crazy part is everybody that's seen the movie, that saw it once, they laughed through all the jokes, the ones that I saw at the theater. Then they saw it the second time. It's like, I'm glad I saw it the second time because I laughed through most of the other jokes. And then on another podcast I did, one of the guys said he had watched it twice because he said I laughed through all the jokes. And so that's that. The movie would have been perfect in the theaters. It did good in the theaters here. Because first of all, you can't use your phone while you're watching it because you're gonna miss something, and it's not like you're missing some trash. You're missing something that's pertinent to the movie where it's a comedy. You're laughing,
right? Yeah,
everything's intentional. It's all on purpose.
I had to rewind it a few times. There were a couple of times where like something was just stupid funny, and I'm like, all right, hold on, I gotta go back and see what happened right here.
Oh, perfect. That's cool. That's cool too.
Well, like I said, when they're going, I gotta park the car. He's like, we've been here.
Right.
It happens twice, and he's like, we went around the block one time, man. and then God, I don't want to ruin the jokes. I want people to go watch the movie, right? But I mean, like, there's so many.
You won't ruin the jokes, but right, you talking about it like this, they need to see what you're talking about,
right? Okay,
because they're not going to understand. They're not going to understand until they see it.
So then again, without giving away too much context, the scene with your son.
My daughter.
Oh, was that your daughter? Because I couldn't
Yeah,
see him on the screen. But
yeah.
so
I had her head down and
yeah.
telling her to do it. So now here's the thing about that scene. That's the only part of the movie that was improvised. Everything else was written.
Yeah.
Nothing was improvised except for that one part. My I was thinking because the car follow was too long, and I was like, I need something in it to break it up. So then I thought of that, and then I asked a couple people what did they think, and it was like, go ahead and do it. They didn't think it was gonna be like that though. And what's funny about that scene is some of my friends' favorite parts to see my daughter and me and my daughter together, and then it's like, Dad, I'm cold. Director.
Director.
So yeah, it was that was the only part that was improvised. That's the only scene. Everything else was written.
The movie in itself was just absolutely entertaining, man. Every moment that was in there. Again, there's so many things where, I kind of like went in like, okay, let's see what this is gonna be, and then everything is just it hits you in the face with the meta narrative, and I thought that was brilliant, man.
Now you asked me earlier about my influence.
Mhm.
So I could tell you that Guy Ritchie and Quentin Tarantino, they changed the way I write. And what I'm gonna say about that is because I always call their movies their story oriented because you don't follow one character, you follow characters.
Right.
Everybody in the movie has a story.
Yeah.
So you're part of your story, you're the star of that story. This person is part of that story, whatever. So in Sex Ain't Love, is one character, Aubrey. Well, that's his name. His name is Zeke in the movie. But Zeke in the movie, you follow that one character throughout the entire movie,
Mhm.
and that becomes boring. If you follow multiple characters, that means if you like all the characters or you like one character, I still got you as a viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, if you like, let's say, no characters, which is going to be impossible because you're going to either like the Jason character because he's breaking the fourth wall. You're going to like the Angie characters because she's breaking the fourth wall, trying out the hospital room. You're going to like the Erica.
Oh, I love that scene.
Erica looking at the different girlfriends. You have a lot of characters to like in this particular movie. In Sex and Love, you only have one character.
Right. Yeah, I like that. I like that. The like I said, the meta-ness of like you having, not knowing how old the son is.
I forgot about those characters. Those are characters. that's their story. They all have different stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot about that. And the guys with the broom, that's their story.
Right.
They have their own story.
And that's what I think. Looking and watching the movie, a lot of independent films, especially in horror, a lot of improv is there. You have the general outline, let people kind of improv it, as long as it doesn't kind of go against the overall narrative of the story. But like I said, when you're doing the satire, that you have to have it like fully scripted because you're trying to portray a certain piece of the Tubi movie.
Right.
But you also got to make sure the funny hit because
Mm-hmm.
usually when people improv, even when comedians improv against each other, I'm not gonna let you be funnier than me. So who gonna be the butt of the joke? You or me?
Right.
And I think when I watched Friday about 4 years ago with the volume turned down, like it was real low, and I'm just watching the characters on screen, and I can barely hear the dialogue. And what I'm noticing is that it's mostly improv. It's not scripted from how they responded. Like if you and I having a conversation, we talking, there's a beat, 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 there's no beat. They're looking for the funny, and I can see that. And people fight me about it all the time. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about. That was the best movie. I said, at the time it was the best movie because it's the first time we ever seen a movie that had black people in it where it wasn't drama and gang related. This was a comedy. So it was the first time we saw a hood comedy movie. Mm-hmm. But then, when I watched it, I'm like, it wasn't scripted. So it's like, it's okay. For me, it's okay, but it's not no Tubi movie.
Now, did you think that this movie would make its way onto Tubi itself, or do you think there's ever going to be like an issue with them?
They turned it down.
Yeah, they turned it down.
Yeah, they turned it down, and then their biggest competitor picked it up.
Yeah, so it's on Plex right now, right?
Correct. It's on Plex, it's on Fossum, and it's on Mansa. But Plex is the first people to pick it up when they saw that they saw the concept, they saw the movie. It was like, we want this. I'm like, whoa, But then Tubi was like, now we're gonna pass. Really? Have you seen your catalog? You don't want to lean into the joke. The only joke that can. I guess you don't want to lean into the joke. Okay, no problem. All right. So they passed. So I was like, all right. Well, Plex picked it up, and people are watching it on Plex. They're giving a good review. So that's all I care about.
Yeah, I mean, you can see me on Tubi. So I mean, that's telling you what quality movies they.
Well, no, not even that. Sex Ain't Love is on Tubi. Step Off the Block is on Tubi. I think A Third First is on Tubi. That's a short film. You have movies from me on Tubi, and then you say, nah, we don't like this one though. I'm like,
it's because you were making fun of them, so they got their feelings about it, probably.
Pretty much, and that's weird because people this movie probably would have crashed their server. It would probably would have crashed their server.
Yeah,
they're probably making money hand over fist.
Oh man, like I said, this movie is hilarious, man. Like it's just the meta nature of it, all the jokes that are written in there. I mean, there's a lot of just memorable, funny scenes, and a lot of it just being a meta narrative on bad movies. It's just like this is so weird.
It's on purpose. It's on all of that's on purpose. It needs to be heavy on the jokes. It needs to be heavy on the funny because if it's not, you're gonna be in your phone scrolling. I can't have you scrolling. I don't want you watching the movie and say, "Oh, that was funny." I need you to be eyes like, "Oh my god," crying, talking about how funny it was.
Yeah,
that's what. And then telling a friend.
Yeah, I agree. Like when I watch movies, not for anything else that I'm doing with my wife, she's like, "What do you want to watch?" I go, "What do you pick?" And she picks something and immediately on her phone. And like, we're watching horror movies where there's a lot of stuff in the background you need to be paying attention to.
Mm-hmm. No, what ends up happening is, what did I miss? What? Mm-hmm. What did you miss?
Everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you took the words right out of my mouth. All right.
That's my wife though. My wife is someone who she's on her phone instead of watching a movie.
Yeah, and there's what just happened. I'm not doing this. Turn it off. What you mean turn it off? Because I'm not about to explain. We sitting on the couch. Never mind. I'm going to the washroom. I'm going to the washroom.
Yeah, like I said, if she's rewatching Friends for the millionth time, it's just background noise just while she's doing something else. But I'm like, if we're watching a movie, like I review horror movies and like I have to be taking notes. I can't be doing anything else just because I'm trying to convey and review it as thoroughly as I possibly can. And it's just like, I know, like when a movie's really bad, especially in the horror world, I go, I don't really want to watch this movie. So maybe I'll look up see some fun facts about the movie, like, and it'll go like, how did this made? Who paid Yui Bowl $50 million to make this?
Graveyard, I was unaware we married the same woman.
But the whole thing is, if you can sit there with your phone in your hand and watch a movie, it's not a good movie. If it doesn't have you engaged, it's not a good movie. If you're sitting there and it's a lot of exposition of them telling you it's basically a movie on tape, it's a book on tape. Mm-hmm. That's why when they start talking about the verticals and the verticals are going wild, it's a big thing in China because they need those little. They can't be on their phone that long. It's 2 minutes before they go on break, get off break to go start work wherever they work. So who can tell a story in 2 minutes?
Yeah,
and unless it's exposition, a guy walks in. People think he's poor, but he's really rich. Can we show me that through his actions? Don't show me that Don't tell it to me, show it to me, because that's what the screen is for.
Yeah.
Use the dialogue to help push the narrative, but as far as everything else goes, you use the screen to actually tell the story. And a lot of times people are not doing it, and verticals are definitely not doing it. It's basically book on video.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be show, don't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, good stories should be that. Like, I love that throughout the entire movie there is like at the very beginning there's a whole narrative of the parents, right? Well, our characters aren't relevant to the story right now, so we will be later. Well, right now we're not. I love, like, again, I love the meta nature of all of that, you know.
Well, it's on purpose. It's intentional, and just like the son, and everybody thinking that, you know, first, well, actually, I showed somebody that scene before I even did the movie. I showed him that scene, and he was like, "What's going on?" I said, "Bro, it's a joke, but look at it. Look how old he is. Look how old he is. Look how young they are."
Yeah.
You see my previous work. You know this has got to be intentional. It's not an accident. You know, you see his beard is gray on purpose. You know, I didn't tell him to shave his beard. I said, he said, "Want me to shave my beard?" No, matter of fact, can you please try to grow it out more? I need to have all that.
And then his girl shows up. She's, you know, obviously older than the parents, and they're calling her little girl. Just like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, you 16 too? You're like, yeah. So
yeah. Oh, I think that just it ties into what it takes to make an independent film, because there's people like, oh, we shot half the film. Let's say not that I would ever shave my beard, but like I'm in a film and then we shoot the second half, I'm completely clean shaven. You know,
it's a Tubi movie.
Oh God, the continuity jokes. The continuity jokes were good too, where he's just like, hold on, I walked in on this side, now I'm on this side, or like, won't we on the other side of the street? Like,
well, I'm not going to say. So it's a movie from Tubi. I don't know the name of it. I've just seen clips of it, and it's about a woman in a hospital bed, and the security guard walks up to the hospital bed. She uses her legs to choke him out. That's the first thing. I said, okay, she choked him out. He had locks. He falls out of the shot. So once she choked him out, she let him go with her legs, and then she reaches down to get his keys off of him. His haircut. He had a short haircut. She unlocks her handcuffs, takes them off, then reaches back down to him. He had locks again. I'm like, come on.
Yep. So you know, they went and did reshoots for like, oh man, we can't do nothing but, you know, he cut his hair, whatever.
So they could have just had her reach down and didn't have to show him again.
Right.
Correct.
They didn't have to show him again ever. He didn't have to be there. She could just reach down after do. I'm like, what did you miss? Did you not? How did you mess up like that? Locks and a short haircut.
Yeah.
Right.
I've seen two guys in suits. Both of them had gray suits talking to a woman. They're supposed to be lawyers. They said, "You mind if I talk to my partner in the next room?" They go to the next room. One of the guys still have a gray suit on. The other one has a purple suit on. How did y'all miss that?
I don't disagree. Like I said, on our last film, and because like we're shooting multiple days, days in the movie on the same day, different, and like you have to make sure so I was gonna be like, yes, I'm AD, but it's like you need to be wardrobe and script supervisor, because you need to make sure continuity is there. I go, yes.
Yeah. I usually have another person for that, to make sure that they're taking photos and but not for this movie. But for everything else, I make sure continuity is there, because I just don't want anything to be off, because like I said, it's a lot of scrutiny on independent filmmakers than it is on people who are not independent filmmakers.
M. Night Shyamalan should get scrutinized a little bit more than what he does.
Yeah. But, he has a little small cult following. So there's that.
Yeah, I know.
You can't beat the cult. You can't beat the cult.
But yeah, as you said, you have to be thick-skinned in the indie world, because what you make is not going to be for everybody, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And the internet has made people more vocal about it too.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing for me. What I've done is I found a lane which is comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the trick to that. Drama, my drama and your drama is not the same. Your horror and my horror is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Our action might be similar, but we don't have a budget for the actions that we want to do. But our comedy is going to be universal.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will understand it. So when you see Tubi movie and you see the different things that's going on, that's universal. Everybody's seen that. I mean, if you go back to the Terminator movie, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was supposed to be on a motorcycle and they had his stunt double clearly on the motorcycle, they superimposed his face on it now. But if you can find it on YouTube somewhere, Arnold Schwarzenegger his stunt double's on the motorcycle, and it's clearly his stunt double. It's not him. So it's just things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I interviewed someone last night, and I want to get your take on it. He uses, like, for that motorcycle scene, AI, because he goes, I don't have the time, the budget to do that motorcycle scene. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have time to get somebody to ride on a motorcycle and you ride behind them with a camera and just do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not going to look real. It's going to look manufactured. And you're not going to have the same feeling that I don't know.
The film I was in, we had a real motorcycle scene, and we used it was a drone shot, and it still worked.
Yeah. I guess he didn't have a drone. I guess he have a drone because I got a friend. He made a music video and it's in AI. I hadn't told him about it, but I know it's in AI, and everybody is commenting on it. And I don't have anything to say about it because I know I figured it out when I first saw it. And I mean, I guess you work with what you have because he can't afford me. He can't afford me. So,
Yeah, for sure. So, Will, let's get into these rapid fire questions if you're ready.
Get into these rapid questions.
Yeah.
I got the bulletproof vest on. Come on, let's go.
All right, let me jump over here. We're going to jump into some rapid fire questions here. I kind of changed it up for you a little bit. So whatever the first answer that pops into your head, we're going to go ahead and drop it in here. So let's do this. What would be a dream project or franchise to be a part of?
Blade.
I'm with it. What would be the worst movie sequel ever made?
All of them.
No movie needs a sequel. One thing every
Sinners.
And you know what he's talking about? He's talking about making one.
But no, Sinners is already a sequel. Sinners is the sequel.
Yeah.
To Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh.
Did you know
that? Actually, I like that.
No, that's serious. He said in the interview he said that was his inspiration with Dusk Till Dawn. I was watching the movie in the theater and I said, "This is Dusk Till Dawn." I was angry. I was actually angry because it's not a new story.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
Phil knows my answer. I want him to do something in the world. I want him to do Ghost in New Orleans. Just because of the lore that exists down there, and all the rituals, and
kind of see his sensibilities with that lore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just as a filmmaker.
Or tell us the story of the Indians that were hunting the vampire.
I want that story. I want the story of the Native Americans that were hunting the vampire.
Just tell something different from Dusk Till Dawn. Don't tell the same story. Don't tell me the same story. Don't feed me the same food and say, it's chicken and say, oh, this is lamb. No, it's not. It's still chicken. It's still chicken.
That's real.
Yeah.
One thing every indie filmmaker needs.
Patience.
One thing indie filmmakers need to stop doing.
Hiring their cousins.
Oh man, I feel that. Best low budget filmmaking hack.
Does my answer have to be rapid fire?
Uh,
Shot list. That
Okay.
keeps you on that keeps you on schedule, and it stops you from forgetting to do whatever. Shot list.
That's good.
Shot list. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A film that made you want to create.
The Gentleman.
Ooh, okay. That's
Because that's how I wrote. That's how I wrote Plight of the Independent Filmmaker.
yeah.
The movie Plight of the Indie Filmmaker. The movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Gentleman, but it's Gentleman like, but it's Snatch like as well.
That's dope. Hot take about modern movies.
They're made so you can scroll through your phone while you watch them.
And that's
very
problematic.
It's very problematic.
It is.
Because eventually you won't need the movies. They're phasing themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna get into some wrap-up questions here, man. I'm gonna ask you the hardest question you've ever been asked in your life. Are you ready for this?
Hopefully.
It's not as bad as you think it's gonna be. What is your favorite kind of taco?
Chicken.
All right, there you go. I do that to mess with people, man. Any additional advice you might have for anybody trying to get into the film industry? Now, this one doesn't have to be rapid fire. Any piece of advice maybe that you feel like you would have helped you when you were starting to make films?
Make sure you work with people and have a decent crew or a team, period. Because trying to do everything yourself that's not it. And I can tell you from personal experience, I can do all. No, I can't. Help me, please. Help. Help. I got my day ones, that George and Desmond, and then I have other people that kind of bop in and bop out. But George and Desmond, day ones, they stay in. I need whatever I need, they're there. And even if George is not doing anything but just helping set the equipment and breaking down the equipment, he stayed the entire time.
Yeah, breaking down setting up is the tedious work.
And to George's credit, hey George, thank you for helping me. What are you doing? I'm paying you. Why? Because everybody else got paid, George. I don't need it. Put it toward the next production. George, take it. So that makes it longer, us on the set longer, because I'm fighting with him to take money.
But like at the same time, that's good people's, man. Like, I mean, he's doing.
Oh yeah, it is. He is. But everybody, I can't in good conscience pay everybody and say, all right, thanks. No, I can't do that. Can't do that. And the other advice: pay your people.
Yeah. Even
if it's $25, pay them. I mean, you can get food, but if you're gonna pay your people, make sure you're efficient enough to get them offset quickly. Because the moment you add food to it, you're adding 5 or 6 extra hours to your shoot time. So if you get them all set quickly, they're not thinking about eating that gone. They can buy their own food.
Right.
But pay them. You pay them $25, $50, they happy. They are happy.
That's good. That's good advice. So what's next for you, man? What's what do you got coming down the pipeline? Anything that you're working on that you want to talk about?
Well, I'm pitching this series called Fluke. It's about an out of work actor that falls into dumb luck and he fails upward. So he doesn't. People fail and then they go back to zero. He failed. He doesn't fall to zero. He fails and goes to 10. He failed again and go to 36. He failed again and go to 80. He fails forward. So it's pretty much like Atlanta and Curb Your Enthusiasm on steroids.
I like that.
Actor that fails upward. I believe his name's Jared Leto.
All right. So, and then, as I said, Plight of the Indie Filmmaker, the movie, we're doing that. Mm-hmm. And then This Ain't Pulp Fiction should be following that. Because we talk about This Ain't Pulp Fiction in Plight of the Indie Filmmaker, the movie. And then This Ain't Pulp Fiction after that. And hopefully this other project that I'm pitching that I really can't talk about because the lawyer got the script.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Anything NDA related, we're fine with you not talking about. So, all right. Who wins in a fight for the movies, and we may already know the answer to this, but Tubi or Plex?
Might be Plex. The reason why Plex don't have is the content let me just say this. Tubi doesn't have just bad content. It has really, you can watch The Matrix on Tubi. You get
Right.
So it's not like they have bad, but they're being dubbed the bad content holder because everybody goes on Tubi and find these bad movies and they post them on Tubi, and it's become a running joke. Plex has regular movies and they have good movies too, but they just don't have the type of movies that Tubi has that people complain about and they talk about and they post and to get the reaction and laughter about.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
I like it too. So where can everybody find you, man? Social media, or if the website, anything that you want to plug right now? Now's the
Yeah.
chance.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna give you the website. The reason why I'll give you the website because it gives you everything. If I start telling you my social media, people start falling off after Facebook. It's like, what? Now I gotta remember another one. It's not like Sway in the morning, Sway everywhere. No, it's not like that. So LOKEKEY.com. That gives you all my work, the current work, the old work, and my social at the bottom. And then the next page is the press page where when you give me your link will be on the press page as well. So LOKEKEY.com is the best place to find everything, the work and my social. Not social security number, my social media.
Oh.
Like, damn, I was going to open a credit card. Well, Will, we appreciate you coming on and spending some time with us, man. I know, I mean, if you want to hang out with us for the rest of the show, by all means. But I know you're all in the Central Time. Well, are you guys Central or Mountain?
Central
Time zone. So I get it's a little bit late for you. Graveyard's willing to brave the time, but we're not gonna force you to do that.
You're 7:15. You're 7:15.
Yeah, he is.
The sun's barely going down right now for you.
Exactly, because the rest of the show, basically, we're just doing like nerdy brackets and interacting with our chat and whatnot. So,
well, I actually got another one I'm jumping on in like 15 minutes.
Okay, for sure, man.
Oh,
so,
no worries.
We appreciate you coming on and spending time. Sans all the technical difficulties.
It's okay. It's okay. It's technology.
Exactly.
It shows us not to trust AI. Yeah.
Exactly. But we appreciate you, man, and hope to see way more work from you in the future.
I appreciate you guys having me on, and thank you again. And y'all, good luck on your next project.
I appreciate that, man.
Take care.
Right. Take care, man. You have a good night.
All right.
That was great, man.
Yeah.
That movie ended up being so much better than I was expecting.
Uh-huh.
And mostly because of how meta it was.
Oh yeah. It's time that Tubi movies got that. It got, as the scary movie, the parody treatment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, absolutely.
All right. Well, we're gonna be back to our best comedy movies of all time.
Honestly, I think it's just me and you, man.
That's fine. We'll roll with that. So just recap. Now another teen movie beat out Horrible Bosses. Step Brothers beat out Road Trip. Airplane beat out Wedding Crashers. Mallrats beat out Superbad. The Naked Gun beat out Dude, Where's My Car? Happy Gilmore beat out Earth Girls Are Easy. Dodgeball beat out Game Night. Ted beat out Role Models. So first up, we have This Is the End versus Porky's.
Oh man. Hold on. I'm putting a bulletin out there like nobody in the chat tonight. Porky's versus This Is the End.
Mm-hmm. We talked about This Is the End a lot on the show. I feel like you and
Like,
I
I
do.
feel like we kind of do, man. I feel like we kind of do talk about This Is the End a lot.
We do. Could Porky's get made today? Hell no.
Porky's could not get made today. Porky's is a great classic comedy, but I mean, like, that movie could not be made today.
No. It's hysterical. I love it, but I can watch This Is the End multiple times a year and not get sick of it.
That movie's it's so funny, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be my vote.
Yeah, I think I was leaning This Is the End anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm in the same. I think I'm on the same place.
Did you ever watch Porky's 2?
I did at one point.
It's been a very long time for me.
I mean, that movie came out like what, the mid '80s?
Yeah, which is really surprising that there is like a ColecoVision game about Porky's the movie. It's bizarre. I think I own it too. So yeah, but yes, like I said, This Is the End. It's quite quotable. It's hilarious. It's just like what happens when a bunch of comedians make a movie
About the apocalypse.
about the apocalypse. Yes, including Satan's giant dick.
Oh God.
Yeah, like it's just like, and the people they got to be on there, like, you know, Emma Watson show up. Like, did Hermione just steal from us?
Emma Watson was the greatest.
I think Michael Cera was great with him just sipping the juice box.
He was just kind of like that background douchebag.
Yeah. And poor Aziz just got kicked into the hole.
Oh, I forgot Aziz Ansari gets kicked in the fucking hole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. I wish they made a sequel. Just because. Or just in the same vein. Not necessarily like a sequel, but like do it like a trilogy, just like the Cornello trilogy.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And just the same group of people, but just in different circumstances. All right. Well, hey, it's Tater.
Oh, Tater's in the chat. What's up, Tater?
How's it going? All right. So,
since Tater's in here,
mm-hmm.
I think it's just saying that nobody's, because it's still saying 0. But all right, Tater, Porky's or This Is the End? He's gonna say Porky's. I already know it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a Porky's guy. Does he just have a hole in his door?
I think more so because my assumption is that I don't think he's seen This Is the End.
What? How? How is that possible?
We'll
Doesn't
find
seem
out.
right.
Yeah, we'll find out here.
Yeah.
Tater, Porky's or This Is the End?
For better comedy movie.
The best comedy movie, yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing, it's a multi bracket. We're just gonna do just because there's a lot of comedies. We don't talk comedies a lot. So horror, sci-fi, nerdy, absolutely. Comedies, not so much. He has seen This Is the End.
Okay, so This Is the End or Porky's. By the way, look at that face.
Ooh.
Look at that punum.
He's smirking.
He's very much, he is very much Bumblebee, and I love it.
Yeah. All right, Taylor's saying This Is the End.
Nice.
All right. Well, that means, regardless, This Is the End is moving forward.
Is moving forward. It's unanimously moving forward.
Yes. All right. Next up, Scary Movie versus Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Oh, this one's a little bit harder. So the first Scary Movie was fucking great.
Correct.
The first one. The second one's got funny bits in it, but it's not as good as the first one.
Yeah.
And then the other one's just kind of meh. All the other movies, because that was just them trying to push out the franchise. But the first one was good, and we're talking the first Harold and Kumar.
Yep.
Yeah, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle has so many quotable scenes. To this day, there's one scene from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle that I'm sure people say and don't know what movie it's from, and that's so not extreme.
Yeah. It's Harold and Kumar surprised me with how good it is.
You don't understand, man. We need these burgers. Yeah, so do I. Fur burgers. And this is before he came out, so it's even funnier.
Well, I think they knew.
Oh, they knew.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like those jokes,
Mm-hmm.
and NPH making like the most chauvinistic jokes ever.
It was just prepping them to play Barney. That's all.
Right. You know, this is all before he came out and anybody knew that he was gay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Tater says Harold and Kumar. Scary Movie is it. You know, there's been a lot of
shit, son.
Yeah. There's been a lot of horror parodies over the years.
Would you argue that the first Scary Movie is one of the best?
I would argue that the first Scary Movies it's the best of modern parodies.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's a lot of like horror parodies that are really good. I mean, for example, Young Frankenstein, Dracula Dead and Loving It. But I mean, like, they're not like those were parodies of like single movies.
Correct.
This is a parody of the genre, and I think that's what made it so much funnier.
Yeah, because you had Repossessed, which is Leslie Nielsen and Linda Blair getting possessed again, Exorcist style. You have Saturday the 14th, that was parodying Friday the 13th. You have Shriek, I Know What You Did Last Friday the 13th.
Oh, I remember that one.
With fucking Tom Arnold and Carmen Electra is awful.
Yeah.
But I think Scary Movie is just as quotable, and it holds up to be better than, I'd say, Scream 7 as a Scream movie.
Oh man, that movie is gonna get the brunt of all the shit for the longest time, man.
Good.
No, my microphone's just not next to my face, James.
Yeah, Scream 7. Not to go on a tangent. It's it's like, oh man, Sydney cut me off in traffic. I might as well try to kill her. my scenario is better for that. But I'm still going Scary Movie over Harold and Kumar. What about you, Phil?
I think I go Scary Movie just because it is genuinely a funny, like, just one of those. Oh god, man, I don't know, but Harold and Kumar is another movie that still holds up.
It does.
It just made me think of a scene when he's walking down the hallway. Remember, Kumar is like in love with his neighbor.
Yep.
And he's walking down the hall, and he's like, "Oh God, I forgot my keys. We've gone too far. Just keep going." He's literally like down the hallway.
Yeah,
they're just that high.
And I think that's what also puts Scary Movie above it is Harold Kumar is, for those that like stoner comedies, it's fantastic. For those that hate it, they wouldn't like it as much, right? And I'm just thinking of like Salem, who hates stoner comedies.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Scary Movie had like a stoner scene, but that was about it.
Yeah, and it's literally it's Smokey getting smoked.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the second movie.
Oh no, the first one was the group of guys as he's slashing and killing.
That's right. That's the what's up scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
If James says if his White Castle, he'd say Harold Kumar, but Harold Kumar 2 go to In and Out. No, they go to Guantanamo Bay, which is just as bad as In and Out.
They did do Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay, which that's where the franchise went off the rail. But I mean, like, You know, again, both of these movies, the first one in their franchises were great.
Oh, hands down,
Mm-hmm.
hands down. All right. Well, if you're sticking with scary movie, then it is moving forward.
Yeah, I think I'm sticking with scary movie.
All right. Next up, we have the first American Pie versus Bridesmaids.
Oh, I was late to Bridesmaids, and I was upset that I was so late to that movie. It's coming at me like hot lava. When she's shitting in the sink. Come on, bro. That shit is hilarious.
Okay. I have very, very strong opinions about Bridesmaids.
Not a fan of the franchise. Or not a fan of those movies. Of that movie.
Once again, I'm gonna have the same argument that I have about Ghostbusters. 2016 was. You have Paul Feig, who was the teacher from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, that what if I make The Hangover and I write women that are funny? But you have all these comedic actresses that you're not letting do their comedic chops. I think if you let Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy and everyone else have done more improv, it would have been a better movie than what Paul Feig thought women should say to be funny.
Okay, I can see that.
But also American Pie is a classic. I can watch American Pie all the time.
I do love me some American Pie.
Yeah. I'd say it's a perfect comedy.
I bring up Shitbreak all the time.
Uh-huh.
Just like as a joke.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I think I do stick with American Pie on this one.
Yeah, as James said, American Pie launched so many careers, which is really, really true. But James says Bridesmaids. Tater says American Pie. Yeah, and the jokes do really hold up. It launched the career of Tara Reid so she can get really into drugs. just in the drugs all the time. All right. So she can just land in Sharknado.
So she can land in Sharknado.
Yeah. I think I just convinced myself to vote American Pie, says James. That's fine, James. If you vote for it, awesome. It'd be unanimous. That's fine too. But as of right now, it is moving forward. Next up, Tater voted for American Pie, James. Next up, we have the 40-Year-Old Virgin versus We're the Millers.
Oh, We're the Millers is the No Regrets movie, right?
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Yeah, that's yep. It's the No Regrets.
Yep.
Which is again a great scene. And I mean, Will Poulter was already kind of taking off, but that like really picked up Will Poulter's career.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Well, and I think like even Megan Mullany and Nick Offerman in it were just fantastic with the Millers. Their tent scene is just great. I think they really showed that Jason Sudeikis could really carry a movie.
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah. But 40-Year-Old Virgin.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Perfectly quotable to this day. It's hilarious. It's it's when you realize that that Steve Carell was getting waxed for real.
What did he say?
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tater's saying Millers, James is saying Virgin. I'm going 40-Year-Old Virgin. I don't know about you.
Oh, I'm definitely going for 4-Year-Old Virgin. It's just generally a better movie.
Yeah, William Millers is really great, and it's really Jennifer Aniston getting into that comedic roles that she did for Horrible Bosses and stuff like that too. It's just kind of her, first one,
Right.
and of course her kind of kissing Emma Roberts is great. um, yeah, so 40-Year-Old Virgin is moving forward. Next up, Galaxy Quest
Yes.
versus Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, come on. Okay. Robin Hood Men in Tights is one of those Mel Brooks movies that I always gravitate towards. I love that he got what's his name? Sorry, I gotta pull it up. Carrie Ellis. That he got Carrie Ellis.
I had to look up Carrie Ellis's name.
I know, because my mind just went blank for a second. He got Carrie Ellis to play Robin Hood, and basically it's just, it's such a good performance. I love the conversation between him and Richard Lewis, where he's like, and unlike other Robin Hood movies, I have a real British accent.
Yes.
Amy Asbeck killed it as Maid Marian. It was just really good. The scene where Roger Reese is like he like his brain breaks. He just starts like fucking yodeling his whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think it's great with little John drowning in the river.
Right. I can't swim. Stand up, you loony. Dave Chappelle killed it,
Yes.
like as a chew.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just right. Son of a Sneeze, who was played by Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
But I mean, like, that was Dave Chappelle's breakout role too.
It was.
Right. That's what put him on the map.
Yeah. Like I said, every piece of it was just so good. It is like, you talk about like a parody of what people consider a good movie. I consider Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves to be a good movie. Clearly, Mel Brooks didn't either to make it come out so well.
Right. And then, I mean, like you get Robin Hood Men in Tights. It was a great movie, but at the same time, we're talking Galaxy Quest, man. Galaxy Quest, again, probably one of the better parodies until
Orville
came out, was one of the better Star Trek parodies that was out there.
Yeah.
But I love that it was a parody of the fandom and not like of Star Trek in itself. Like, it was like, oh yeah, so fans from outer space created their entire society around Star Trek and recreated everything. So like now all the actors are having to live out, like basically Trek in real life.
Yeah. Well, I think I know they're parodying Star Trek with Galaxy Quest, but it's just a couple years before what we consider to be the best sci-fi western, space western with Chinese, and that's Firefly.
Firefly.
Here we are 25 years later, and we're still trying to make these characters still continue in our headcanons.
But I mean, Firefly is getting a cartoon, at least. I mean, like we're getting new Firefly, and I'm excited for that, because Firefly is definitely something that needed that I mean, it needed that boost like fucking 20 years ago, but I mean, like it's at least getting something now.
And yeah, I agree. And like I said, not to go off tangent, do you think if Firefly continued for 6 seasons, it would have been solid for 6 seasons? My concern is no, and we got the right dosage that we needed.
I mean, if we would have at least gotten 3 seasons out of it, like, like continuing the story, and then capping it off with Serenity, I mean, like that would have been fine. But like, I don't know, because they're saying it's supposed to take place this first season, the treatment says that it's supposed to take place between season 1 and Serenity. So we're gonna be getting some of those characters back.
Well, we have to. Because if Alan Tudyk is in it, we
Well, yeah, obviously if Alan Tudyk is in it because he, spoilers.
right. How the Reavers clean their spears? They run it through wash.
oh, 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 that hurts. Oh, I mean, it hurt him, but that hurts.
Yeah.
Uh,
So are you going Robin Hood or Galaxy Quest?
I feel like I had way more nostalgia for Robin Hood, so I think I'm leaning Robin Hood as much as I love Galaxy Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the scene that pops in my head: Grignac. The hell's a Grignac? Thinks this little space pig? Come on, what's he gonna do? That's not Grignac. Well, what's a Grignac? Fucking big ass rock monster comes up behind him.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, Galaxy Quest, I don't care about Star Trek, so it never hit home to me. You know what I mean?
I love Galaxy Quest. It was one of those movies I watched over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But is it better than one, anything Mel Brooks makes, but two, Robin Hood Men in Tights? No, I think Robin Hood Men in Tights wins this. I'm taking Robin Hood Men in Tights on this.
Oh, I completely agree. It's definitely moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we have White Chicks versus Caddyshack.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Caddyshack's a classic. It's one of those movies that is absolutely funny.
Yes. Every scene.
Right. Like yeah, it's over and over and over and over again. It is one of those movies that it's just every joke in that movie is funny.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody in the chat is 100% going Caddyshack right now.
Oh, they are. Yeah, the first Caddyshack it's definitely a classic. I mean, you learned that, like, between Bill Murray and Chevy Chase, that they just hate each other that much. They were only do like one take for everything. Like, we're done and never talk to each other again. It's great, but like the Wayne's brothers dressing up essentially as Paris Hilton is hilarious.
Right. White Chicks has so many funny jokes that Ted Knight. It has so many funny jokes that to an extent don't hold up but are still funny. And they don't hold up because you've got everybody complaining about playing different races in film right now. Like, everybody's going after Drewski for doing the Eric Kirk thing, and now he's talking about doing it about JD Vance.
Oh, let him do JD Vance. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, did you see the makeup treatment of him as JD Vance? He looks exactly like JD Vance. At least the Erica Kirk one was like really easy to tell. It wasn't that he was parodying. He actually looks like JD Vance.
I like James' comment. People still wear Caddyshack shirts. No one's wearing a White Chick shirt. I'm pretty sure we're all married to white chicks, and they're still wearing shirts.
All three of us. No, dude. Oh, and then what's his name? The Caucasity.
Yeah. Got you, James.
Terry Crews, man.
Yes.
Terry Crews' character. So funny. Like, yeah, Busy Phillips is great. Jamie King is great. Brittany Daniels is great.
Yep.
Jennifer Carpenter, great. All of them are absolutely funny. And it's like, it's Sean and Marlon kind of doing their whole thing. They're making fun of white girls. At the very beginning, again, I still laugh at this scene to this day. The opening scene when they're Cuban guys. Hey! And they just start doing the Cuban thing, and they're just like, the hell is wrong with you guys, man?
Yeah, like I said, and we get, of course, the GIF that's still being used. The guy going, "That's a penis."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't. Like those whole scenes are oh god, the scene of Busy Phillips like freaking out about her body. Like that actually brought a lot of awareness to body dysmorphia. Like a lot of people were kind of like it actually like people really looked at body dysmorphia differently after that, because she really was like the way she was playing her character was like, in a way where like a lot of people like it shed light on how people negatively look at themselves, and it was like, so I mean it actually did a lot of good work for what it was.
But I can't help but think that if it wasn't for White Chicks, we would never have gotten Little Man. That movie was awful.
Yeah, Little Man was awful. That movie was not good at all. It's Sean and Marlon come up with good ideas. Again, Scary Movie is one of theirs too. Sean and Marlon come up with really good things, but not everything they make is a hit.
Oh, Caddyshack is moving forward, James.
Yeah, Caddyshack. Now we're just reminiscing on nostalgia right now, bro. We already know Caddyshack won.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is I Have Nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh God, yes, yes. What is it going up against so I can be upset about it?
National Lampoon Vacation.
Oh, okay, both good. Okay, National Lampoon's Vacation. Are we going to Wally World, or is it fucking Meet the Fockers? I mean, Greg Focker is easily one of the best characters ever, man. Actually, I can even ask Jackie about this one. Jack,
really?
Which movie's better, Meet the Fockers or National Lampoon's Vacation?
Meet the Parents, you mean?
Sorry, Meet the Parents. Jackie said National Lampoons.
Ooh.
So that's one vote for National Lampoon so far on that. Chat, we gotta see what you guys want on this one. For me, between the two, I don't know. National Lampoon's Vacation is funny as all hell, man. Just like kind of again another Chevy Chase, just amazing movie.
Yeah. It's we had the trailer for Focker-in-Law, right?
I saw the trailer for Focker-in-Law, dude. Focker-in-Law looks great. It's his daughter, right?
Yeah. No, his son. His son's married Ariana Grande.
That's right. His son is getting married.
Yeah, he's picking up a 40-pound pile of crap.
Ouch.
She is skinny as hell. No, I think National Lampoon Vacation. It's a perfect road trip. Do I watch Christmas Vacation more? Yes. Do I
100%.
enjoy European Vacation more? I think so.
Yeah, I 100%. We watch Christmas Vacation a lot, and it's a great movie. As a franchise, National Lampoons is just great. Like everything that they did was great. Man, but Meet the Parents has again such a quotable movie.
It is.
And it's funny. It's one of those things where like now I can't think of a Tom Collins without thinking of Robert De Niro saying, "I'm going to go to the store and get a Tom Collins." We're out of Collins mix.
Yeah.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
What makes us old is that Ben Stiller's older than De Niro was in the first one.
Right. And what's funny is he still looks young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where like De Niro looked like an old, like, he looked like he was a grandpa.
Yep.
Like Ben Stiller definitely, he's aged better than his father did.
Yeah.
His father definitely looked old in his 30s.
Oh, for sure. All right. What are you going with? Vacation?
Yeah, I'll go National Lampoons. It's mainly because when I think about it, Meet the Parents is a movie that, like, yeah, I'll put it on, but like National Lampoons, as in general, are like those movies that I watch every year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I think National Lampoons is gonna be the one that takes it.
Hey, and don't forget, their car driving through Chicago is what was being used in the Married with Children opening scenes.
That's right.
All right, so National Lampoon Vacation is moving forward.
Side note: Wilford Brimley was 49 or 50 years old during the filming of Cocoon,
Mm-hmm.
and Wilford Brimley, I think it was also because he was diabetic. But I mean, like, Wilford Brimley did not look good.
He had the beaties.
He had the beaties.
All right, for our first round, we have the first Hangover
Ooh.
versus Idiocracy.
Oh. 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 No. No, I can't choose between these two.
But does it have electrolytes? Because it is what plants crave.
Brondo, it's what plants crave. Again, another Terry Crews banger.
You don't know what Idiocracy is?
Oh, James, you need to watch Idiocracy. Oh, James, you need to watch Idiocracy.
It's America right now.
It's literally America right now. Idiocracy
but 20
is
years ago.
Yeah, it was made 20 years ago. It's not Matt Groening. Is it Matt Groening? No. Who's the dude who made
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge? That's who it is.
Yeah.
Isn't the highest grossing comedy. That doesn't mean it's a better comedy movie, man. Idiocracy is Mike Judge taking the sensibilities of like the intelligent sensibilities of King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead, and applying that towards a movie that is about a soldier that volunteers for a program that he is supposed to, basically they're testing cryogenic freezing, and he freezes himself along with a hooker, because Maya Rudolph, who played a hooker, and basically there is a nuclear war that happens. What? Okay, something about Star Trek.
And well, it's to the point where the stupid people are the only ones breeding.
Right. So essentially, what happens is they end up going into the future, and along like that entire time, after like this war happens, and the section of the Pentagon that they're in gets like destroyed and covered over centuries, because it's like the year 2500 or something like that. Basically there's selective breeding that happens, so like the smarter people are smarter about having kids, but because of that they have less children.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the dumb people kind of like have kids like rabbits, which we all know, and they end up kind of overtaking everything, and people who are essentially dumb take over the entirety of the world. And the culture in itself is a mixture of white trash and Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then they wake up from this cryogenic freeze, and they're the smartest people on earth.
And they're not very smart.
They're not very smart.
But they're like trying to figure out why they can't grow food, because they're watering with Brando,
which is Gatorade. They're basically water, right? They're because corporations have taken over. Starbucks gives you hand jobs.
Yep.
God, that was so funny, dude. He goes, "Man, I could really use a Starbucks right now, man. I could use a hand job like the next guy, but that's not going to help us out right now." Oh, what? They go to Costco, and Costco is like, it's like its own city.
Yep. Yeah, it's awesome. That's what I'm going to Idiocracy.
I'll take a venti. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Dude, the amount of times that I've used that joke, I've said that joke on this show.
Really?
When people do not understand what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'll make a joke and say like I'll like drop something and just randomly go, "Brought to you by Carl's Jr." And I'm sure nobody knows what that means, because if you haven't seen Idiocracy, then you don't know that joke, right? But basically everything in the future is sponsored by Carl's Jr., including The prison system.
Of course.
Why do you keep saying that? Because I'm legally obligated to say that after everything because they pay me.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by Carl Jr.
So what say you, Phil?
See, the other thing is The Hangover again has some of the funniest fucking jokes, man. Like I for a long time I walked around singing the song. What do tigers dream of when you take a little tiger snooze? Do you dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry in her Catwoman suit? Oh man, I think I go Idiocracy. Like we're talking about which one's the funnier one. Hangover is absolutely a funny movie, but the meta narrative of uh, of Idiocracy and kind of how it's still relevant now, 20 years later. I think
I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't.
I know it is still relevant, dudes. I think I go Idiocracy on this.
Okay, well that puts us at a tie.
No.
Yeah. Has Lay Jack seen either of these?
Yes, and I can tell you exactly which one she would say.
Idiocracy?
No, she would say Hangover because it's one of her favorite movies.
All right. We'll put Hangover there.
Wow, the original The Hangover was a massive hit, grossing 469 million, holding the record for the highest grossing rated R comedy in the US for a time. It was surpassed globally by its sequel. Hangover 2 was pretty fucking funny, man. Hangover 2, the again, every now and then I will grab Jackie's elbow, like corner, and be like, "Got your weenus." That's a joke from the second movie.
Yeah. I mean, just because something makes a lot of money doesn't make it good. Like, Wicked made lots of money, doesn't make it good.
Hey, I like Wicked, all right?
Do you like Cats as well?
No. That movie was fucking terrible.
Okay, good. Because it's not good.
Yeah, cat buttholes. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Yeah. So, well, that's the end of the first round. Give me 1 second. I will go through everything else here to see what we have lined up for the second round.
Right.
As I forgot and didn't have time to do something crucial because I'm bad. All right. So next round, we will have another teen movie versus Step Brothers, Airplane versus Mallrats, The Naked Gun versus Happy Gilmore,
Ooh.
Dodgeball versus Ted, This Is the End versus Scary Movie, American Pie versus 40-Year-Old Virgin, Robin Hood Men in Tights versus Caddyshack, National Lampoon Vacation versus The Hangover.
There's gonna be some good fights there.
Yeah, I'll also give you guys a little sneak peek of the other one that I had.
The other bracket that we have.
Yeah, I had done a part 2.
Okay.
For comedies. So on that list is Super Troopers. Yes. Saving Silverman.
Before you jump into that, have you seen the trailer for Super Troopers 3?
Yes.
Oh god, dude, I'm so excited that they're coming back with that. I love that it's fucking Rod Farva is marrying Thorny's sister.
Yep.
And it's like the jokes that they have in that, it's so good, man.
Mm-hmm. Waiting.
Oh, another good one. Fucking Batwing.
Jackass.
The first Jackass?
Yeah.
Okay.
A Night at the Roxbury.
Okay.
Groundhog's Day.
Oh, okay.
Teen Wolf.
Okay.
Your Highness.
Oh man, Your Highness. We talked about that last week. That movie was so good.
Rush Hour.
Okay.
Accepted.
Oh.
Justin Long, Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
The South Harmon Institute of Technology.
The South Harmon Institute of Technology. Shitheads.
Yep. Of course, Anchorman.
Oh man, that fucking better get high.
Ace Ventura.
That's gonna be a hard one.
Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World's gonna win that. Hands
Dumb
down.
and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Mars Attacks,
Oh, Mars Attacks is so good. I love that movie.
Zoolander,
Okay.
The Heat.
The Heat as a comedy?
Yeah. The Heat, not Heat. The
Oh.
Heat. Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Heat? What about Heat was funny? The movie was pretty hard drama, man.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yes.
Tommy Boy.
Mm.
There's Something About Mary.
Frankenbeans.
Exactly. Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy. I've got it here. I know it's here. Where is it? I've got a Bubble Boy quote. Oh no, this is UH. This is UHF.
Yeah. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Best movie of all time.
The Hot Chick.
Hot Chick would have been better, but like over time, it just hasn't been all that great.
Correct. Hall Pass.
Which one?
Hall Pass.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what movie that is.
Due Date. Dogma. Movie 43, because why not?
God, movie 43, not just as a comedy, but just like as a fucking weird movie.
Mm-hmm. Old School.
Okay. You're my
Euro
boy.
Trip.
Yes. Miss Cusi.
Susie. And Get Smart.
Get Smart, the movie, the remake with Steve Carell. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's on the part 2. There is a part 3 being made as well.
Oh God, man, there's so many comedies. We're getting going early into the summer of comedies.
Oh, we are, just because I know we won't finish it over the summer
At all.
So yeah, that's what we have planned for upcoming brackets.
Absolutely. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us this week. Graveyard, please give everybody your pluggables before we sign off.
Yes, I am Graveyard, as you can see on YouTube, of course. Not YouTube, but Tubi as well. And follow us on all social media, Pilot Night, co-host of the Mostly Pilot Night, Mostly podcast. And that's what I was just stalling to do because I forget to hit publish. So it's published now. And yeah, check out Conversations in the Void, where we have new guests every Wednesday. And yeah, I'm excited. Our new movie is premiering this weekend. And as soon as it's up on Terror Card Films, we will be posting it for you guys can see the newest movie.
Hell yeah, we're ready for all the fun stuff. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your boy Young Phil. Distance Nerding on all the social media platforms. Of course, you can email us at distancenerding@aol.com, and we will read it live on air, having all the fun and all the good things. Just a preview, yes, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we will be playing some Jeopardy. A whole lot of fun, a whole lot of chaos, as it always is. And then, of course, just a preview for next week's episode, so everybody can tune in for next week. But next week's episode, our guest, let me open it up here. Our guest is Megan Findahl. She's a cosplayer. She specifically does like a wild style from Lego, from the Lego movie.
Okay.
Met her at Brickcentric. And figured, let's bring her on the show and let's talk about the things she does. She's a competition fencer.
Really?
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting conversation to have with her. And she teaches fencing in Sacramento. So it turned out, was funny enough. So she's friends with Crystal Starr from Lego Masters. Yeah. And Crystal was like, you should interview her. I was like, okay, that'd be fun. Didn't have a chance over the course of the con. So I was like, hey, just bring you on the show and we'll do it on the show. And then, so like she's got an endorsement from a Lego master. And then on top of that, once I talked to her to kind of like just talk for a minute, it's like, turns out she's from Sacramento. And I'm like, oh, no shit. Okay, well, we're definitely going to have you on the show.
I mean, who's going to win, her or the swords master? Yeah.
That might have to be our question next week. Mm-hmm. You know, who wins in a fight, you or Swordmaster?
Yeah. If it's your versus Taskmaster, we know the answer would be her because Taskmaster has sucked in MCU.
Oh, did you hear? Did you hear what they the rumor that popped out?
Yeah.
You did? You heard the rumor that they're talking about right now
About Taskmaster
about Taskmaster?
actually bringing Tony Masters
They're
in.
actually going to be bringing Tony Masters in.
Hence,
So
hence the master part of Taskmaster.
I
Yeah.
know, right? No, so what they're doing is kind of what I was saying before, right? And I don't want to go super long on this because we are trying to go, but what I was saying before is if they take like, okay, here is this technology that you have set up with I'm forgetting her name, Antonia, right?
Mhm.
And you say, okay, well, we have this technology, we're going to create a program, and you create Tony Masters from that failed version of Taskmaster, right? Even though Tony Masters technically it's a mutant power and he has the power to mimic anybody, but
Correct.
I'm okay with writing it in that it's a technology that's embedded in him that gives him that power, but as long as
But
it's
we're going into the mutant saga.
I get that, but at the same time, they've already kind of like set up this whole thing. So I'm okay with them kind of porting that over as long as, even with this change for Tony Masters, that he's Tony Masters. I want him to be the quippy, shit talking, kind of super, super overconfident dude that Tony Masters is.
he he needs to be mutant, and he's be on the fucking Dark Avengers with Norman Osborn.
They are talking about that they're going to be bringing Norman Osborn in soon.
I'm saying
Uh,
that they need Dark Avengers as
oh, we need Dark Avengers for sure.
and in the after we're gonna have. I want hints of Dark Avengers in Battle World.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, no. So like if what they're saying is they're going to be using the armor and the technology. What I would hope for is okay, cool. He takes the armor, which the armor itself was cool. I I wasn't happy with the mask because I wanted to be a full skull, right? But if he ports over the armor because the armor was a cool kind of upgrade to his armor instead of him just being in a costume. But he takes that mask and goes, "Yeah, it's bullshit," and he puts a skull over it. Then I'm more with that because it does turn out that he's wearing a skull mask when you see him in the comics, but it's like a cloth mask.
Correct. I just don't need another armored power to exist. There's only one armored power.
Well, no, the armor that Antonia wore was more so that if somebody shot her, it was like armor. It wasn't like Iron Man armor or anything like that. It was more like she wore armor so that if she got shot, it wasn't gonna slow her down, right? I'm okay with like him just having armor to protect himself, but he needs a way cooler sword than the one that she had. The fold sword was cool in concept, but it wasn't what I want. I want him to have a full on fucking claymore, the way that he has in the comics, right? Um, and then all the guns in the arsenal and everything like that. But then I want to see him steal the shield and use it just as well as Captain America. I want to see Tony Masters uh, uh, smack talking in a way where it's like, I am mimicking everything that Thor can do, every move that Thor has, while talking shit to Thor. Like that's the Tony Masters I want.
If he had the Mark 33 nanotechnology and he was able to just get the shield and nanite it as part of his moveset, that could work.
That would be kind of cool. It'd be a cool new take on Taskmaster, but the other thing is primarily I want it to be that he's a human mimic, that he can mimic any fight style just by looking at
Right. But I want his shield to be like a garbage can lid.
it. I want to see what would be fun. I would want to see him in a scene where in one of the Avengers movies, whether it's Secret Wars or something later on, where like so Shang-Chi is getting the shine after Secret Wars. We know that they are bringing back Iron Fist. I don't know if he's coming back at the end of this season, but for sure he'll be in the next season
Next
because
season.
they've already shown that they're filming scenes with him. So,
Yeah.
you know, I would love to see a scene of Shang-Chi and Iron Fist together fighting Taskmaster, and Taskmaster basically just looks at both of them and is like, "Oh, this is going to be fun," and he beats the shit out of both of them. And it makes Shang-Chi and Iron Fist have to like kind of reevaluate themselves and say, "Man, we've got to regroup and we've got to train because this dude is a problem. He can mimic everything we do, so he knows what we're going to do before we do."
Well, I just want Dark Avengers to be imposters. I want like just how I like Bullseye would have been a perfect imposter Daredevil.
So
As
you
he was in
want
the show.
kind of
Yeah.
is right. So you want kind of like the Secret Wars version of Dark Avengers, like the comic book version of Secret Wars of the Dark Avengers. So that Dark Avengers run was great, mainly because it took Taskmaster and Deadpool to come together to fight them to stop them.
Yeah.
Right. And I love that it was just kind of like Tony was like, you know what, Wade, I hate you, but these guys are a problem, and I am willing to work with you if it means that we can stop them.
Yep.
Yeah. That Dark Avengers run was great because again, you have the Dark Avengers, but then you have Deadpool and Taskmaster teaming up for the first time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Valentina will team up with Osborn to create those Dark Avengers after her new Avengers leaves her.
Yeah. I think the new Avengers are going to turn on her.
Oh, for sure.
Who do you think Mr. Charles is?
Who I think he is?
Yeah.
I think he's just.
We know he works for Valentina, so that's the thing is
Correct.
that, you know, one, do we think Valentina is regrouping Hydra? Because technically she's Madam Hydra, but they're kind of not playing her that way right now.
I would love Mr. Charles to be Smythe.
Okay. I've heard a lot of chatter of people online saying that they think that Mr. Charles is Smythe. That makes a lot of sense. Matthew Lillard has said that the character that Mr. Charles is supposed to be, he's like, I'd never heard of him, but I also don't read the comics.
I'm saying Alistair Smythe to create the weapons to go after Spider-Man.
Right.
Goes
And
hand in hand with Kingpin.
That makes sense. Because I mean he's a gun runner. So I mean that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. I lingered too much on this, more than I wanted to. So ladies and gentlemen, of course, we will catch everybody tomorrow for Jep Nerdy. Until then, as always, thanks and keep nerding together. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I still haven't fixed the credits. So
God damn it.
we'll catch everybody later.
Bye.